Hey guys, this is take 3. I'm having technical problems, but I was doing a video for Thrifty Thursday and the front of it disappeared. So we're doing the front end again with Mr. Dinosaur. I have stuff to show you from two different places that I thrifted from. One is the online store, the online secondhand craft supply store called Make and Mend that I've told you about before. I can put a link to it in the description box. And then the other place is where I got Mr. Dinosaur from the Flying Pig thrift store in St. Paul. So if you're near Minnesota and you're going on a little thrift trip, definitely check out this place. The Flying Pig thrift store in St. Paul, Minnesota. And the thing is, they have not only secondhand supplies, but they've also got art pieces from local artists. One of them is in my art group. She's new to our group and she's really funny. She does these great greeting cards, and I bought one. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. I love this. I am not needy, I am wanty. And these great illustrations. So yeah, she does those greeting cards and they sell them at the Flying Pig, and somebody else paints dinosaurs because I got this guy. I think I'm naming him Chuck. He's pretty cool. So he's going to be on my desk cheering me up. And then I got one other art piece there. This is it. I thought it was really cool. It's obviously a mushroom and it's painted on a tree. Part of a tree. So that's fun. And these are all like $5. That must be their guidelines, their limit for art that they sell in the store, because they were all $5. What a deal. Okay, so other stuff that I got from the Flying Pig. This beautiful scarf, which I wish had a label on it. I'd love to know more about it, but there is no label. I will probably try Google Lens, take a picture of it, see if anything comes up. I might resell it. Otherwise, if I use it, if I keep it, I'll probably use it as a tie around a journal. I may cut it up for that, you know, have some long strips. I've done that before and people really liked it on their journals. Okay, so there's that. Then there's this piece of fabric. This was a couple dollars. I think it was $3. It's upholstery weight. It's kind of like corduroy. And it has a really pretty pattern. So not sure what I'll use that for. Probably a combination of things. Needle books, journal covers, slow stitch, all that good stuff. Same thing with this one. This is, again, upholstery weight. It's woven. It's kind of got that harvest gold color that I really like, along with red and pink and kind of a pale green. And I've already cut a piece out of this. I'm making a needle book from it. And then we have this, which is a quilting cotton weight, and it's a really fun, pretty blue color with paisley patterns on it and roses. So yeah, same thing. Needle books, journal covers, dogs barking really loud in my video. Okay, I think she stopped. Dang it, I'm not recording this again. Okay, so I think that's it for the front end. Then we'll go into the next part where I have a bag of buttons on my desk, and I tell you about those. That was from the Flying Pig. I think it was like $3 for the whole bag. And that's it. I'm out. Okay, as I was saying, I don't know, for some reason my phone went off and it's charged and everything. Weird. Okay, hopefully that won't happen again. So here's a super cute little button. It's like a little flower. I think there's another. Oh, that one's neat. Got some very reflective, shiny buttons in here. The tri-corner bead, a transparent heart. That's interesting. Ooh, that one's fun. Just give you close-ups of all the fun ones. Oh, this is cool. I saw this through the bag. It's a little tiny ruler. Doesn't have any numbers on it, but it's got the divisions. What else we got? Oh, some more heart buttons. These are yellow. It's a little hard to tell they're hearts. So we got a couple of those shiny ones. There's a shiny pink one. I like that. An interesting green one. It's like different tones. Oh, look at that. It's wavy. That's weird. You see that? Yeah. Okay. Are there any other ones we want to do close-ups of? Is that a button? It is. Oh my gosh. It's a tiny little pencil. It's like smaller than a golf pencil. That's cute. That would be good in a journal. That would be perfect. That's kind of cool. You see that? Yeah. Got some aqua colored ones. Yeah, this is a cool bag. I think this was $3. So, except for the clowns. Great. Does anybody want those clowns? I'll send them to you. Get them out of my house. Seriously, I do not do well with clowns. And it's not because of Stephen King. I haven't seen it or read it. Although I had read a lot of Stephen King and listened to a lot of his books. He does really good short stories too. I think most people don't know about that, but he's got several books of short stories that are just as scary and creepy as the long novels. Okay, we're gonna scoop the rest of these in here. All right, what else we got? Okay, let's look at some of the stuff from Make and Mend. First of all, this is what they wrapped all my stuff in. It's this paper, Boston Compass. It's like a free paper, I guess. An independent arts and culture guide. But I love the green ink, and there's some fun little illustrations. Yeah, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that for collaging and whatnot. So that was free. Okay, this is one thing. It's kind of funny because it all came together. I think it was like $3 or something. Very cheap. For the box, which I kind of wanted more than the stuff inside, but because these boxes are not cheap, you know, to keep your embroidery thread or beads or little stuff like that. But it's got some really nice thread in here. Gooderman, that's great. Some really nice colors, pink and red tones. There's a gray one. Oh, and then you probably glimpsed, if I can get these back out, there's some ceramic buttons, Christmassy buttons. I don't know if I would use those. They're really heavy. They're cute. So there's a Santa, a reindeer. There's a broken reindeer in there too, which I'm sure I could glue together easily. And then there's a couple of trees in here. Very cute. And then we have some red tones of embroidery thread, and they're all labeled. They all have the numbers on them, which is very cool. Then we got a blue one. Put that over here. And just some random like gray, green, gold, brown. And then over here we've got, we've got some little tiny hooks, like, you know, those hooks on the back of your bra, that kind of thing. Hook and eye, maybe. Probably won't use those. Then we've got some interesting floss. These shiny ones are super pretty, but a big pain in the butt to work with, which you probably know if you've ever tried to work with them. I'm more interested in these. What are they called? Blending filament. Turquoise. And then we've got pearl. And I guess that's lavender. Doesn't have a label on it. And this one's red. Very nice. And this, you know, they call it blending filament. I'm guessing that means you put it with something else. And I actually used one of these already. I think I didn't put it back. But it was like this pearl. I think it was a silver one. And I used it with some denim blue colored thread and sewed it on my, around the border of my butterfly page in my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. And I'm actually making 2 pages for that month, and so I sewed it around the edge of both of them. I needed something to keep it, or to stop it from fraying on the edge. So I put those 2 together, and it does give it a little bit of shine, just a little bit. It's not overwhelming. So those are very cool. Like I said, I'm more interested in those than this shiny stuff. Okay, so there's that little box of goodies. Okay, then I got some tools. I got this flower hole punch. It makes that, whoop, there we go. That shape of flower, punches it out. So that's fun. I got a tab punch. This gives you, I think there's another one that's bigger, but this is a good size, I think. And this was cheap. These are, I think these are like 15 bucks on Amazon, and this was just a couple dollars on Make and Mend. And I think I tested it. If not, let's see. Okay, let's test it on here. If I can get this unwrinkled. Really? Not cooperating. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's super easy to use. Super easy. So it punches well. Yay. And And I would probably get a few of those and glue them together. And then I know you can punch it so that this is on a fold, this edge. So then you can have, you know, two layers, and there's a fold at the top. So I'll probably do that. Make a bunch of little tabs, maybe from this newspaper even. Okay, and then there's this yo-yo maker, which I thought would be fun. I have only recently learned how to make yo-yos, and I'm not that great at it. So I thought this would help. It was only a couple dollars, and yeah, I thought that would be fun. This is a 3D embossing folder, and it's just dots. Oh, it says dots and squares, so there must be 2 in there. Let's see. I don't know this brand. Gemini by Crafter's Companion. But, you know, it looks like the right size. It'll fit in my Sizzix, in my Big Shot. Yeah, it's just dots. I don't know why it says dots and squares. Anywho, I like that. I like dots. I like polka dots. Is that just the... Oh, see, I thought it was purple. That's interesting. But not that interesting. Okay, moving on. Got some yarn and thread. Okay, so this one is cotton. I actually thought this would be fun to dye. Oh, and that reminds me. I totally forgot to show this in my last thrift haul that I got from my local ARC. It's a dye kit. Perfect. I've been thinking about dyeing a lot lately, so I'll see if I can dye that some different colors. Thought that would be fun. Okay, and this is, I don't know what this is. Poly. Okay, so it's polyester basically. Is it stretchy? Kind of feels like it. Let's take this off. I don't know what you would make with this, but you know, I'll try crocheting flowers and see how it looks. Or it would be good couched on a slow stitch project. Maybe I can use that in my April page for the house, because we have to make a little cottage. That might frame it nicely. I'm going to leave that out. Okay, and then we have one of my favorite kinds of fancy yarns. What do they even call this? I don't know if there's a name for it. Ladder, or what else have I heard it called? There's nothing helpful on here. The Kitty collection, made in Italy. It's nice. Okay, so yeah, this might be the ladder one, because it's got these little things between 2 strands. I know there's another one that's like this that doesn't have 2 strands. I think it has 1 strand with a little bit bigger squares like that, and that one is called flag yarn. That type is called flag yarn. So I think this is the ladder one. Anyway, this will be lovely on denim beads. Don't you think? I think it will. I think it'll look really nice. So I'll make some denim beads with this wrapped around like that. That'll look cool. So that's what I got that for. I don't know where the end is. Okay, and then we got this cone of thread that is red and gray, and it seems to change. Oh, let's see, about from the 4 to 15, about 11 or 12 inches. It changes back and forth. I don't know. I can use this on my sewing machine. Yeah, I'll just play with it, you know, as a thing for regular sewing. It is Nylabond, nylon sewing thread. I don't know what you use nylon sewing thread for, but I'll try it on paper probably. Okay. Oh, wait, did I? No. Okay, this is another thing I like about using this this store, shopping at this online store, is they put your little stuff in these cute little bags that I'm obviously not going to throw away, especially this one. Delicious pickle. It's a pickle bag! They probably got a lot of these, you know, like 1,000 pickle bags. Ooh, what are we going to do with those? I know. We'll wrap stuff in them. So I got this ginormous rickrack, and I could not tell really how big it was in the picture. I knew it was large, but this is a little larger than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I love rickrack. I'll probably find a use for it. If it was smaller, I could use it for my cottage, you know, like for the roof. But I think it might be a little too big for that, for a little page with a little house. So we'll put it back in the pickle bag for now. And then this is just some ribbon. I really love the color. Got a lot of stuff this color in this haul. But yeah, it's just regular, I don't know what you call that kind of ribbon with the lines across it. There's probably some name for it. If you know it, let me know so I can sound smarter. Anyway, I like that. And let's see what's in this blue bag. I think it's, oh yes, more buttons. Okay, so those are cute. Little yellow ones, kind of got some dimension. These are brads. They're fabric brads. I don't think I've ever seen these, but super cool. Was that their tag? No. I think that was $1. Maybe it was $2. I don't know. These, I was thinking, you know, this is a case of they were prettier in the picture. I was thinking they were more beige, but they're, I don't know, they're like oatmeal colored. I don't really like the color. That's what I'm trying to say. But, you know, maybe with, let's see. Okay, so I was trying to find my Tim Holtz fabric, but I didn't. But I did find this, and I was going to say maybe with the right beigey fabric it would look good. But no, I don't think it looks good on here either. Yeah, I might be giving those back or donating them to my local. Okay, I thought these were super cool. It's like they have these lines across them, but they're very, very reflective. Thick little buttons. Those just, you know, your regular sort of off-white buttons. Those are nice. That's kind of what I thought these were going to be like, but no. Okay, those I thought were gorgeous. And some light blue ones. Okay. So I think I'll stick these in my drawer here so I have them handy to use on paper projects since they're Brad's. Okay, so those were the buttons. Let's see what else. Okay, I got 3 of these. Well, because they were together. Put that down. Popcorn. They're wired ribbon. I'm pretty sure they're wired. Let's see. And I wasn't going to use them for Easter. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use them for, but they caught my eye. Well, okay, they're not. Oh, they do have wire in them. Okay, but it's very subtle. Wow, it does stay though when you bend it. Okay, so they caught my eye because they're basically trans flag colors, except for the yellow, I guess. Yeah, I didn't really see the yellow. But I just saw the pink, blue, and white, which is the transgender flag colors, and my son is transgender, so I obviously support that community. And I have made stuff before, like I made a fabric belt, one of my fabric belts with patches of fabric on it with transgender colors, and somebody bought that. So, you know, I thought, oh, I can work this into some transgender color sewing project. I didn't really need 3, but they came together. Okay, so. Stand corrected. They are in Somerville, Massachusetts. That's Massachusetts, right? MA, if you're curious. So if you're in Massachusetts, you should check out this cool store. I have a feeling it's a big store. Because I know they just moved. They just recently moved into a bigger space. Okay, shiny, shiny. I got this fabric. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe like a boho cover with some sari silk kind of things worked in. But I really liked the color because it's not just gold, it's this green. The base is a green. And I'm crazy for green stuff. Oops. Okay. Here's another cool bag. It's a people bag. And it's like a wax coated bag. It's for food, I'm guessing. From some restaurant supplier. I don't know what was in here. I guess I took it out already because that was empty. Psych. Okay, popcorn bag has thread. Whee. Okay, so I kind of got these for the spools a little bit. There's a couple of wooden spools here. I love the old spools. And I can use the thread too. I don't have many pastel colors of thread. That's kind of what caught my eye about this item. These were all together. So yeah, some pastel colors. This is a nice off-white color. I probably could use that nicely for some of the slow stitching I'm doing. You know, with a lot of the off-white lace. That would be nice, because I don't think I have that color thread, so I'm going to keep that out. And there's some cute little ones, too. There's 2 little guys. And I know, you know, I think I've mentioned this before about old thread. You're not supposed to use old thread because it does weaken. Well, if you just yank on it, well, okay, that is old then. it might not be the best for sewing something that's going to get a lot of wear and tear, but just for you know, a little picture, little slow stitch kind of picture, it's probably fine. And I do have to yank on it pretty hard to break it. Let's try another one. Let's try this one. Oh, okay, boy, so I have tried to find the beginning of this thread spool and I cannot. If you know some trick to finding the beginning, you know, I've looked at there's a little notch here, and there's one, I think there's one on the bottom. Yeah, there's a notch there, but the thread is not there, and I've tried running my fingernail across, just feeling it with my fingers, and I cannot find the beginning of the thread, or just any, you know, loose part of the thread. So if you know a trick, let me know. I will be researching this on the internet. You know, the newer spools have these little well, they're plastic, first of all, but they've got this channel here on the top and sometimes the bottom too, where you can park the thread when you're done using it so it doesn't unravel, and there's little things in there that it catches on so it stays after you wrap it around. There's nothing like that on this old spool, so I don't know how you're supposed to find the beginning. So there's an interesting mystery, or at least it's interesting to me. I did find out a little bit more about last week's mystery, the what is it called? The Grommet tool. So all I've been able to find out is this is a Grommet Tool Kit. Okay, yeah, I believe that. But I don't know, I don't see any method of, like, you know, pounding the grommets flat. I'm guessing these are big and small grommets. That fits in there, that fits in there. Because I looked, even on the Making Memories, they had an old YouTube channel from like 10 years ago, and they did not have anything on using this kit. I don't know. See, those fit in there too. I'm guessing it's maybe a two-step process. You know, like maybe you use these, one of these first and then these second. I'm gonna have to play with it. Probably ruin some grommets in the process, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm so surprised that I haven't found anything about it, using it. Maybe it didn't last that long. There's a few on eBay for like $5, so they're not really worth anything. It would be worth a lot more if I could figure out how to use it. So that's last week's mystery. Okay, and this envelope is nothing special, but it's got stencils in it that I bought. And they are alphabet. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see that, right? Sort of, kind of. So it's alphabet and numbers. And then there's some little symbols on the bottom here. So they still have to be punched out. which, you know, that could be fun using these little transparent pieces like the letters. I don't know. So there's, yeah, that's the whole alphabet. That's kind of medium size. These are, looks like there's 2 whole sets on here. Yeah. On this page there's 2 whole sets. Oh, I guess it doesn't have 2 number sets. Just the bottom one has the numbers. But they're pretty small. And then these are ginormous. They've obviously never been used. But, you know, I think once I get them all punched out, I will use them. And I'll show you how well or not well they work. But I really like the font, the blocky font with the spaces in between parts of the letters. I think it's all the same font. Yeah, those are really big. Okay. So there's basically 3 sizes of alphabet and number and some symbols, stencils. So, oh, something fell out. Looks like part of a D. Okay. So that's that. I guess you'd call that a tool too. Then I got some fuzzy yarn. We're kind of running out of room here. Maybe I can move some of these back off. Okay, so I got some fuzzy yarn. Fun Fur and Fun Fur. These are 2 different kinds though, I think. Fun Fur prints. Well, this is like multicolored. And so is that one. That one's more like this solid color. This is a really nice color. And some nice copper color. I mean, I have way more than I can use. I'm going to use them for the denim beads. That's what's in my brain right now. I can also use them for, you know, tag toppers, things like that. But I think what I'll do is also make up some little kits to put in my Etsy store. You know, like a variety pack of fancy yarns, like the Fun Fur, and maybe I'll do one with just the ladder type yarn, or maybe I'll combine them. I'm not sure. But I think that would be a fun thing to buy. You know, if you don't want to get a whole skein of these things, because they are expensive. If you buy these new, they're like $5 or $6, I think. So yeah, if you don't want to have stuff, you know, taking up space and you don't need a whole lot, I think it would be nice to just buy a little variety pack with different colors. You know, kind of like people buy the sari ribbon, that kind of thing, in little packs. Okay, anyway, that's what I want to do with that. Both sell it and use it. So this is one I was pretty excited about. This is from Make and Mend, and it was one of those that just had one picture. You know, you could kind of see that much. And it said ribbon. And so I bought it for a few dollars, and I think there's like 2 or 3 sets in here because there's definitely duplicate colors. But this is what it looks like. If I can find the one that I opened. There we go. It's kind of like twine, but very fine, and is colored. And there is 15 feet on each of these, so not a whole lot. But you know, add it all together, it is kind of a lot. I don't know, I might take these off, the little wheels, because I have these. I got this, I'll put a link in the description box, but I got these papers, digital papers from an Etsy store online, and I use these to wind embroidery thread on that maybe I don't have a whole skein, or maybe it's really big, but I don't want it just, you know, in a big knotted up pile. So this kind of gets it organized, and then I can put different colors that I might want to use together on the same one. And it's nice and flat, you know, it doesn't take up as much space as this, not nearly. So I think I'll probably do that. That sounds like a good thing to sit in front of the TV and do. And like I said, there's duplicates. There might be 2 or 3 sets here. See, here's 2 of the red, purple. But there is a nice variety of color in here. I really like that green and the hot pink. So yeah, this was worth getting. I'm very pleased with this. Especially, like I said, after not quite being able to tell what it really was. You know, I couldn't tell if it was flat ribbon, just like that other pink one that I showed. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. What else? Okay, so I have 2 of these. I think it's the same. Yeah, it is. So I might, and then I've got this, and I think might have 2 of those. But I've showed this before, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that could be in a different variety pack of novelty yarn. That's what I wanted to call it before. Yeah, so I've got plenty to share, or to sell, I guess. Yeah. And then this one I forgot to show in my last haul. I got this for $1 at my ARC store. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. And this is what I wrapped on this bead, my first denim bead. It's on this bottom half. See how it sparkles? I love it. Love the sparkle. Okay, so that'll last a while, especially if I'm just using it in pieces that big or that small. See, I cut a strip of it off. So I used like maybe that much on that bead. Whoops, there I am. Yeah, maybe that much. So it's gonna last me a while. Okay. I think that might be it. Oh, whoops, I forgot to talk about that. That's another scrubby sparkle. Great for dishcloths. Wow, I think that would be a little overwhelming as a dishcloth. Anyways, another sparkly thing. Okay, so this is not a thrift haul, but I just have to show you this. I got this yarn. I can't remember, what does she call it? Okay, it's Grass Parrot hand spun yarn. Okay, she spun this herself. This is from Cindy at Studio Lou. That's the name of her, I think it's her, yeah, it's her Etsy store name. And her YouTube channel, and I watch her YouTube channel, and she's kind of like me in that she's into a lot of different crafts, and so she's, you know, junk journaling is great for her too, because you know you can use so many different things in a junk journal. So she spun this yarn, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. I haven't used any of it yet, which you can tell probably because I'm just unknotting it. But oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. There's a little feather. And I'm assuming she made this parrot. It's so cute. Yeah, so I'm super pleased. I got this from her. So if you're looking for some fancy yarn, you know, look no further than Studio Lou on Etsy. Really gorgeous. So, like I said, not a thrift, not part of a thrift shopping, but really gorgeous, and I had to show it to somebody. And I knew you guys would appreciate it. Okay, so I think that is it for this haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you got some ideas of what to look for. Maybe you can look in my Etsy shop for that novelty yarn if you want some of that. And if you want the clown buttons, I'm serious, I'll send them to you for free. Just maybe you pay the shipping. But I want the clowns out. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I will just see you in the next video. Bye!